the divine is a lot closer than you think. In fact, the divine actually lives within you. But so many of us spend so much of our time looking outside of ourselves to connect with the divine that we don't realize the divinity that we have within us. So where does the divinity from within come from? Well, for me, in my own personal experience, I have found it through a relationship with my inner child. And this basically leads me to believe that every single person has like this incredible love within them, in their inner child, because all of our inner children have this essence. But the problem is like that inner child is often so deep within us, and there's so many layers of wounding between us and it that it's very hard for us to connect to this eternal love that exists within all of us. And also too, if you look at who our adult selves are from an egotistical perspective compared to what that essence of that inner child is, there's like a massive separation between who we are as an ego and what that eternal child exists as. So if you want to feel more connection to the divine, if you want to feel more love in your life, not for anybody else's sake, literally just for yours, because you probably want to feel more love in your life. You probably want to feel more satisfied. And a lot of the love and satisfaction that we get comes from this. So connecting to the divine within is for you first, truly. So yeah, if you want to connect to this force or this part of you that exists within, then basically you have to ask it what it needs. In certain moments, it might need more rest. In other moments, it might need forgiveness. In other moments, it might need more care. Or in other moments, it might ask something completely different from you. But if you never ask this part of you what it needs, then it will never have a relationship with you, and it won't be present for you, and therefore the love that it could offer you won't be present for you. Basically, your own love isn't available to you because you don't have a relationship to your own inner child. So yeah, that inner child doesn't trust you to come close. It doesn't trust you to be present. And so you miss out on all the gifts of that potential part of you that is so fundamental. It really is the source of your being, because that is where everything that you are comes from that place. And what is this universe other than an emanation of source? One point of everything splitting off. So it is our source, and therefore it is the thing within us that is most connected to the divine. So all of us have divinity within us. All of us have this deep, deep capacity for love within us. And many of us don't connect to it because of the wounding that's in the way, and because of the basically belief that it has to be external. So to give you an example, I haven't been feeling like myself lately. I haven't been connected to this love. And I've been sort of like seeking this love from other relationships that weren't providing for me, right? Like I had expectations I gave to them, they ought to give love back to me. And if you do that, that love may never come back to you. But if you say, okay, I am worthy of love from within, I am going to give myself love, then there's a really good chance that that inner child will also give love back to you. So by you loving your inner child and you loving yourself, you're creating this positive infinite feedback loop of success where it's like, I give love to myself, I receive love for myself. I give love to myself, I receive love to myself, rather than I give love to others, I may or may not get it back. I give love to others, I may or may not get it back. And knowing that there is not a difference, in fact, the love that you give to yourself is actually better. It actually means more because you know yourself more intimately than anyone else could ever know you. So the love that you give and have for yourself will be the most potent love of all. And the way that you ensure others love you and the way that you can give more love to others is if there's an overflow of love, and an overflow of love only happens when we step out of depletion energy, when we step out of overgiving and overservice, we fill up our own cup, and then the extra just naturally pours out into the world around us. And so we never leave that place of love. And that is sort of your own form of enlightenment, because the enlightenment is the end of suffering. It's like an ultimate connection to the divine, to this flame of love that is within you, never goes out. And so you're never left without love ever again in your life. But if you aren't tending to your own inner flame, that flame will go out, it will expend itself, and then you won't have the capacity to feel love in as deep of a way. So yeah, your capacity to have the life you want, to have the love you want, is within your own hands. But it's up to you to realize it.